Hello, my name is Darsh, and you're watching Behind the Nation, the channel where we take a deep dive into how nations truly operate and what makes them thrive. On this channel, we break down the complex systems that power countries around the world. From government structures and economic strategies to infrastructure development, foreign investment, tourism, and much more, we simplify it all so you can easily understand the forces that shape a nation's growth and progress. If you're someone who's curious about how countries function, how they manage challenges, and how they build the systems that keep them moving forward, then you're in the right place. Whether you're a student, a global thinker, or just someone who loves learning about the world, this channel is for you. So, if you're ready to explore the framework behind the nations that drive the global stage, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the discussion. Welcome to Behind the Nation, where you can understand the true meaning of a nation. Let's get started. Establish governance. Establishing governance is the cornerstone of running a country effectively. It lays the foundation for all aspects of societal organization, from upholding the rule of law to ensuring citizens' well-being. At its heart, governance is about creating systems, structures, and processes that guide decision-making and resource allocation. Let's explore the core elements that define the establishment of governance in detail. Constitution, the foundation of governance. A country's constitution is its supreme legal document, serving as the framework for governance. It defines the distribution of powers among the executive, legislative, and judicial branches, outlines citizens' rights and responsibilities, and establishes the legal framework that binds the government and its people. The process of drafting a constitution involves collaboration among legal experts, political leaders, and representatives of the people. It must reflect the values and aspirations of the society it governs. A robust constitution ensures checks and balances, prevents the abuse of power, and adapts to changing times through amendments. A well-drafted constitution includes provisions for fundamental rights, such as freedom of speech, equality before the law, and protection from discrimination. These rights empower citizens while holding the government accountable. Equally important are duties, both of the government toward its citizens and of citizens toward their country. Institutions of governance, the pillars of stability. Governance operates through institutions that ensure the seamless execution of laws and policies. These institutions include the legislature, executive, and judiciary, each with distinct roles. Legislature, this body, often a parliament or congress, is responsible for making laws. It represents the will of the people and serves as a platform for debate and discussion on national issues. Executive, the executive branch implements laws and policies. It consists of elected leaders, such as the president or prime minister, and their appointed officials. Judiciary, the judiciary interprets and enforces the law. An independent judiciary is crucial to resolving disputes fairly and upholding justice. Additionally, independent agencies like election commissions and anti-corruption bodies ensure accountability and transparency in governance. Decentralization, bringing governance closer to the people. Centralized governance can lead to inefficiencies and alienation of local communities. Decentralization addresses this by distributing power to regional and local governments. This approach allows communities to make decisions tailored to their unique needs while aligning with national policies. Decentralization fosters participation, accountability, and better service delivery. Local governments are often more in tune with the immediate needs of their citizens, ensuring that resources are allocated efficiently and equitably. Leadership and representation. Governance relies on capable leadership and fair representation. Leaders must possess vision, integrity, and a commitment to public service. In democratic systems, elections are the mechanism for choosing leaders. Elections must be free, fair, and transparent to ensure legitimacy. This involves independent electoral commissions, clear regulations, and voter education. Inclusive governance demands representation from diverse groups, including minorities, women, and marginalized communities, ensuring that all voices are heard. Rule of law, the backbone of governance. The rule of law ensures that every individual, regardless of status, is subject to the same legal standards. It prevents arbitrary governance and upholds justice. Key components of the rule of law include a robust legal framework, independent judiciary, enforcement of laws without bias or favoritism. Governance thrives when laws are clear, consistent, and enforced uniformly. It deters corruption and fosters trust between the government and its citizens. Policymaking, translating governance into action. Governance takes shape through policies that address societal needs and challenges. Policymaking involves identifying issues, setting goals, and implementing strategies. For effective governance, policies must be evidence-based, inclusive, and adaptive to changing circumstances. The process of policymaking includes consultation, engaging stakeholders, including experts, civil society, and affected communities. Legislation, turning policy ideas into enforceable laws. Implementation, allocating resources and executing programs. Monitoring, evaluating the impact of policies and making necessary adjustments. Accountability and transparency. Accountability ensures that those in power are answerable for their actions. Transparency fosters trust by providing citizens with access to information about government operations. Together, they prevent corruption and promote ethical governance. Mechanisms for accountability include regular audits of government finances, independent oversight bodies, public access to information through transparency laws. Transparency also involves open communication between the government and its citizens using modern technology to disseminate information effectively. Conflict resolution and justice systems. Effective governance must address disputes and grievances fairly. A well-functioning justice system provides mechanisms for resolving conflicts and ensuring that laws are upheld. Alternative dispute resolution methods, such as mediation and arbitration, can complement formal judicial processes. They are often faster and less expensive, making justice accessible to all. Governance also involves addressing historical injustices and promoting reconciliation to build a unified society. Adapting governance to modern challenges. Governance is not static. It evolves with societal changes. Modern governance must address challenges like technological advancements, globalization, and environmental sustainability. Technological innovations can improve governance by streamlining processes and enhancing communication. E-governance, for example, makes public services more accessible and efficient. At the same time, governments must address issues like cybersecurity and digital privacy. Globalization requires governments to balance national interests with international cooperation. Participation in global organizations, adherence to international laws, and diplomacy are integral to modern governance. Inclusivity in governance. Inclusivity ensures that governance serves all citizens, regardless of gender, ethnicity, or socio-economic status. This involves empowering marginalized groups, implementing affirmative action policies, promoting gender equality, ensuring equal opportunities and representation for women, protecting minority rights, safeguarding cultural, religious, and linguistic diversity. An inclusive approach strengthens social cohesion and reduces inequality, leading to a more harmonious society. Crisis management and resilience. Governance includes preparing for and managing crises, such as natural disasters, economic downturns, and pandemics. This requires proactive planning, developing contingency plans, and risk assessments. Coordination, collaborating with international organizations and local communities. Recovery efforts, rebuilding infrastructure, and restoring livelihoods after crisis. Resilient governance anticipates challenges and adapts quickly, minimizing disruptions to society. Building trust between government and citizens. Trust is the foundation of effective governance. Governments must earn trust through transparency, ethical behavior, and delivering on promises. Engaging citizens in decision-making processes fosters a sense of ownership and partnership. Regular communication, listening to public concerns, and addressing grievances promptly are essential for building and maintaining trust. Conclusion: establishing governance is a complex but essential process that ensures a country's stability and progress. By creating a strong legal framework, building institutions, fostering inclusivity, and adapting to modern challenges, governments can serve their citizens effectively and uphold the principles of justice, equity, and accountability. Thank you for joining us today on Behind the Nation, where we explored the fascinating topic of establishing governance. If you found this video insightful, please take a moment to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so you never miss an update. In our next video, we'll dive into economic management, a critical aspect of how nations function and thrive. Have questions or thoughts on today's topic? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, this is Darsh, reminding you that understanding the inner workings of nations helps us build a better future. Stay curious, stay informed, and I'll see you in the next episode of Behind the Nation, where you can understand the true meaning of a nation.